The last time anyone got excited about a 9.5-minute lap of the Nürburgring Nordschleife, Hermann Lang was popping, having grabbed pole at the 1939 German Grand Prix. But such a pace in a Kia Stinger felt plenty exciting. That's partly because the so-called sighting lap of this fearsome track turned out to require, about 100% of this rider's capabilities. But it's also because the Stinger is great. You can't accuse Kia of lacking ambition. Not content with making life difficult. For established automakers in the affordable end of the market, Kia now wants to wage war on premium brands. And the 167 mph Stinger is its weapon of choice. Kia's other weapon is engineer Albert Biermann, a 32-year veteran of BMW, the last 7 of which he spent at BMW's M division. He was lured to Hyundai, Kia's parent company, by what we assume to be a sizable paycheck as well as a new challenge: make a Korean car drive well enough to persuade you out of your BMW 4 Series Grand Coupe. This has been a great opportunity for us to do something really different, to really surprise people. Biermann. A classic front-engined, rear-drive sedan, all-wheel drive is optional. The Stinger comes in 2 levels of sting, each with a standard 8-speed automatic transmission. The base model has a 255 horsepower, 2.0-liter turbo 4-cylinder. The Stinger GT has a 365 horsepower, 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6, the same one as in the Genesis G80 Sport. Biermann is at pains to point out that the Stinger is not meant to be a track car, nor a full-blown M-rival, just a well-rounded sports sedan that doesn't feel out of its element. If you happen to stumble across 12.9 miles of one-way toll road in Germany's Eifel Mountains, he's underselling it. Controlled and agile, with huge reserves of front-end grit from its 19-inch Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires, the rear-wheel drive Stinger GT didn't feel remotely out of its depth at the ring. Only the worst of the Nordschleife's horrific dips that cause extreme compression in every car suspension system the Stinger's resolve and body control. The steering feels natural, and the long, 114.4-inch wheelbase, coupled with a rear driver's limited slip differential, makes neat little tail slides easy to hold. Biermann's team is working on an electronically controlled rear differential to improve the agility. That'll be a bonus, not a band-aid. More important are Biermann's ideas of what doesn't belong on a sports sedan. No run-flat tires and no flat-bottom steering wheels. Not on. The all-wheel drive car sparkled a little less. It's still solid, still more fun than an Audi A5 Sportback, another clear rival, but not as sweet to steer, as eager to turn, or as playful as its simpler brother. Blame those front drive shafts and a curb weight aging dangerously close to 4,000 pounds. If there's a weak link, at least within the entirely unnatural confines of the ring, it's the GT's engine and gearbox combination. The torque converter automatic, developed by Hyundai, isn't as responsive as an Audi's dual clutch box, and the engine sounds a little bland. We're promised that US spec Stingers will take full advantage of North America's less stringent noise regulations and make more music. No complaints about the performance. A factory measured 4.9 seconds to 60 miles per hour will leave plenty of German car drivers red-faced. Knows that while excellent performance and handling are necessary to be considered seriously against German rivals, they may not be sufficient. The Stinger plays Kia's well-worn value card. It'll be priced to undercut a 4 Series, think $33,000 to $50,000, but is closer in size to a 6 Series Grand Coupe. Legroom is vast, and headroom fine, despite the tapering roofline, a shape that designer Gregory Guillaume says was inspired by iconic 1960s and 70s GTs, like the Maserati Ghibli. Left unmentioned is the similarity to the more contemporary Audi A7. Regardless, it's handsome. Those looks and the attractive price are what will draw in most buyers. What has us hooked, however, is this first dance on the Nürburgring. We'll have to wait until later in the year to get a fuller picture of the Stinger, but on this evidence, the message is clear: if you're in the market for a 4 Series Grand Coupe, you should check your brand prejudice and take this car seriously. BMW and Audi will, if they have any sense,